about someone's credit changing during the process? That they're under contract for a house, their credit changing, or their credit score changes?
Yeah. So hopefully it's changing for the positive, but here's what happens. So let's say I pull a credit report today, okay? We're not gonna have to pull another credit report for another 90 days. If the credit score goes down a little bit, I already have my credit report for underwriting purposes, okay? So I'm good on that approval part there. We just want to make sure that they're not taking out any new debt, they're not doing anything like that, because we will have to do a soft look at it as we get closer to closing. And if there is a significant material change, then it could impact our approval. So we would have to look at it and say, okay, what's going on? Did they take out new debt? What does that new debt look like? We're going to have to add that new car payment into the debt to income ratios now. So those things can pop up down the road, but I don't have to go in and re-pull another hard inquiry over that 90-day window. There is a soft pull that'll come up as we get closer to the closing date, and yeah, those inquiries will show, and we will have to address those inquiries. Yes, sir.
So we talked a lot right now about the bigger items, but what about, can you tell us a little bit about the 30, 60, 90-day lanes, and say if it's just one or two as opposed to several, and how that affects getting approved or
So the approval part's gonna be the same way. It's just gonna be what did that one or two late do to their credit score. If it's recent in the last 12 months, it's gonna have a significant impact. I don't care if it's 12 or if it's 1, there's still going to be a negative impact to the score. Obviously 12 would be a lot more significant than 1, but it's still going to reduce that credit score. So we would need to, honestly, it's just basically pulling the credit and looking at it and saying, okay, hey, look, they're going to tell me, oh, I'm at 740 and I'm going to pull it and it's going to be 580 or it's going to be 620. And it's probably going to be tied to some type of a recent event. They don't normally, when they say 740, I'm thinking, okay, 700, 720, something like that is what I'm gonna see, because they're looking at it from a Credit Karma standpoint. My mortgage credit pull is gonna be lower, but you don't usually see a 100-point swing from what they think to what I see, unless there was a recent event that they didn't share.
Even after, once they close, how important it is to keep that credit up, kind of towards where they...
Your credit is everything.
Yeah.
You have to keep your credit at the highest levels. Yeah, because look, banks aren't going to lend to you when you don't need the money. It's when you need the money is when you need people to lend to you. And what are they going to look at? They're going to look at your credit. What does your credit tell you them? It tells them whether or not you have the ability to repay debt. They're loaning you money. They need to know if you have the ability to repay. And the only way that they can determine that is based on history. So even after they buy their house, it is super important to always maintain positive credit history. It's a good question.